What did you find most rewarding about working on this movie?
I think it made my heart grow so many sizes. There was such a sense of devotion that I had to have to go to work every day, and everything that I was doing was directed towards the boy who played my son, Jacob Tremblay. So to work on a film where I couldn't be precious about my performance, and it was just always about him, making sure that he was happy and felt comfortable and was in a space that he felt willing to be creative in, and watching him flourish within that made me so happy every day. That was enough.
Brie.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations. An extraordinary performance. Just a fabulous film. You talked about how interesting and how tough it was for you, this whole awards process, the interviews, and how many months it went on. What have you learned in this process, and does tonight make it all seem worth it?
Well, it's all been so new to me, and I'm not used to being in the cycle of talking about the same movie for as long as I have. But the beautiful part about it is that through talking about it, I discovered the movie over and over again in different ways. So what the movie meant to me when I made it was much different from when I first saw it, and then changed about 3 more times over the course of the 8 months of press I've been doing. And to find new meaning within this movie has been absolutely incredible. And also, as someone who's loves to be an introvert, being out in the world and seeing how a piece of art like this connects with so many people, although the fame part is a little scary, it's also quite warm and welcoming. You feel like you have a friend wherever you go and someone to connect with. Thank you.
Brie over here.
Janelle. Can we get to her next, please? Yes, hello. Oh, hello.
Hi, David from Israel.
Hi.
I remember seeing Room in Toronto, everyone say, oh, this is the movie you have to see. And that has been going on since. I remember even 2 years ago with Short Term 12, everyone said, this is the movie you have to see. What attracts you to these roles? You know, it's not the standard, Hollywood roles that you usually associate an up-and-coming starlet with.
Well, I mean, the idea of someone sitting in a theater is very sacred to me. When I was growing up, that's how I learned about the world. That's how I learned about different cultures, different generations, different ways of being a woman. I believed every frame of every movie that I saw. And as I got older and learned more, I realized that with movie making, we can trick people into believing anything we want. So I feel a great sense of responsibility with film to tell things as honestly as I can and to be as vulnerable as possible, because vulnerability is the strongest thing that you can do. So I hope that in the films that I make, although you may be in a theater with 20 people, you're ultimately alone when you watch it, and you can find new ways to relate to people that you never thought that you had anything in common with. All of these movies that I'm doing are actually very old stories. They're much older than I even have a time frame for. And they're the stories of our lives. They're the way that we can process and make sense of this world and feel like we're connected to it.
Hi, over here. So as an audience, we were laughing out loud at you in Trainwreck and then openly weeping at you in Room. And I was wondering what that process was like for you, how you found each process therapeutic and how you pulled yourself out of Amy Schumer's world and put yourself into a much more dark world.
I filmed Trainwreck before Room, and so Trainwreck was this wonderful goodbye, I guess, to one type of being. And I learned and really refined my sense of humor through that process and realized how valuable it was. And it was those skills that I was able to take into making Room to make sure that I never got too deep, it never went too dark. And you can find ways to deal with conflict on set through humor that are much harder to deal with if you take them seriously. So they've both been incredibly important to me in the way that their processes have given me so much and got me closer to myself. But laughter and tears are both release, and they're both incredibly valuable. I've learned so much from Amy and from Judd and from Bill about how humor is so important as a way of release. But I do love crying too, so there will always be both.
Hi, over here. Other side. Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love your dress.
Thank you.
This is your first major award season, so what's been the most fun part of it all for you?
Ooh. There's a lot of really incredible things. The conversations. I love conversations. So to have in-depth conversations with people that I admire so much, to do these round tables with women who have gone down this road before me and have so much to say and are also so encouraging of new talent coming in, has been incredible. It feels like I'm part of some tribe. It feels so good. And it gets to be this awesome opportunity to see the work that you've done through the eyes of others. So Room meant something very specifically to me, but through the experience of traveling with it to different countries, talking about it with different people, I could see how this same allegory could mean something completely different to somebody else. And finding all of these small new meanings in it has been such an incredible discovery along the way.